Can you beat Minecraft while blindfolded? The game of Minecraft is famous for its random world generation and quick reactions needed on the fly, something that being blindfolded makes incredibly difficult. However, the seed here that has been commonly used in set seed speedruns could make this whole thing possible. This seed is one of the most straightforward paths to completing the game out there, and so it can be practiced and mapped out to find a way of beating it without ever seeing it. And so today, we're going to be finding out if it's possible to beat vanilla Minecraft blindfolded. This is really going to test my claustrophobia. Now, the overworld stage of this challenge is no different to a regular playthrough. Get a few beds, build another portal, boom, you're out of there. But not being allowed to see anything turns this task from a simple warm-up into a whole ass maze in the dark. I decided to avoid using the mouse altogether for this challenge, as in Minecraft you always spawn facing south, and being able to know my exact orientation allowed me simply to plan out keyboard inputs to get around. A couple of times I would forget a step and go the wrong direction, or forget a bed and have to start over, and I should have 5 other beds. But eventually, I got 6 beds and 13 blocks. Looking south was working really well, but to get to the nether, I need the obsidian and steel from these 2 chests, which I just barely couldn't reach. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I could have easily moved the mouse to reach it, but this won't be the only time we face this kind of problem, so I need a more consistent solution. And so I found that by sleeping in this bed while facing a bit to the left, I would wake up facing east, so that I could then easily reach the chest and just listen for the pickup noise of the items I needed.
JOjonathan has made the advancement.
Okay, so really quickly, the computer voice you just heard was the Minecraft narrator. It came in handy for certain parts of the run by doing, all this stuff, and funnily enough is very loud and cannot be turned down in the settings.
Game menu.
Now this is when the run gets a bit more complicated. Like honestly, if anyone could think of a better way of doing this, I would love to hear it, because this whole thing was painful, man. So, once I had the stuff I needed, I lined myself up with this chest and put a bed down. This bed is important. Then I slept in it to face north, since facing this way makes it slightly easier to build another portal. You just look down, look up, look down again, and if you remember not to be an idiot, then it should be easy. Then sleep on the bed to reset. Next go down to the pink house again and sleep to face west. But at this point I discovered that beds can also face you diagonally if the area next to the bed is blocked, so whoops. Now try again, this time with the side wall destroyed, and head over to this corner here to grab some flint. Once you can no longer place gravel, go back to the portal to craft flint and steel with help from the narrator and also a bit of luck. If you use the flint and steel on the ground and you don't hear the sound of yourself on fire, then you'll know that the portal is lit and you can enter the nether. Well, I mean, only after using this bed and then this bed to face west again, and then picking up that bed.
JOjonathan has made the advancement.
Wait.
We need to go deeper.
F you! I won't waste your time. The nether was the easiest part of the run, literally just a matter of mapping out a path and then building another portal at the end. So instead, if you're enjoying the video, consider subscribing, It's free and helps me out a ton. Now back to the video. We're in the endgame now, fellas. After walking to the right into the half-loaded portal, we had made it into the end. So now we just need to escape this box, get to the perch area, and kill the dragon, all in one go. Now as you can guess, traveling to the perch can be done with our patented map and go method. But getting out of this box was a huge roadblock, one that finally made me accept that moving the mouse was a required strategy in this challenge. Using a little DIY, I made this contraption which allows me to slide the mouse up and down as accurately as possible, which, is important since the map and go method we're using next only works when we know our orientation. Is this thing cheating? Well anyway, we aren't out of the woods yet. Setting up the one cycle was even more BS. TLDR, I broke the torch and then pillared up to place the obsidian block in its spot, and then next I listened to the mining sound of the bedrock versus the oak plank to position myself to then look up while placing the bed until I hit this stance at the ready. Oh, and by the way, even though this is peaceful mode, if you get dragon breathed on, you're pretty much dead. Regardless though, after all that, there still is the final challenge of one cycling the dragon. I decided to use a practice map to see if it was at least theoretically possible, and quickly found out that, oh boy, I suck at this. After finally doing it without a blindfold, I tried to listen for any cues I could use, and also patterns which landed me on exploding a bed every 3-ish seconds. As you can imagine, this took a lot of attempts, and honestly, I considered giving up, but then I managed to do it with 10 beds. Did I do it? Oh yeah, man. Dude, that's huge. If I can cut out 2 of those beds, then we're all good. This new motivation pushed me to keep trying and also made me look back at the journey we've been through. After weeks of planning and practicing, I made it. This took a long time to complete, but it was really fun dealing with problems that aren't an issue in normal playthrough. But now it's your turn. I'm just an okay Minecraft player, and I only did this with checkpoints, using tons of backup saves to make it easier. If any of you have any ideas to improve this run, or even want to attempt a full run yourself, leave a comment, or just share it with the Minecraft community. But if you enjoyed the video and want more, check out my Twitch at JOjonathan Live to hang out and play some more casual Minecraft. But to conclude, is it possible to beat Minecraft while blindfolded? At the moment, probably not.